Riddick is more of a third down back as their primary ball carrier.
They're certainly hoping to find it in Johnson, the 2017 SEC Player of the Year. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, Johnson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Now a play fake and it's Stafford. And it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Well, when I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, lift! Go!
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Nevin Lawson there on the tackle.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here comes Greg Zuerlein to try and get 3 for the Rams. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
All right, CD, let's take a quick look back at what Detroit did last year. Matt Patricia's first season, they go 6-10. And prior to that, they were 9-7 in the final year of Jim Caldwell. So, look, there was some early excitement with Matt Patricia, but the bottom line... And this is caught! Touchdown, Detroit! T.J. Jones, 59 yards. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes the score 7-0. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. They'll run it now out of the gun. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
But he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And a nice gain at 21 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Gurley. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Brandon Cooks, 29 yards. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Zerline good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Set. 180.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. He gets this one to Bruce Ellington. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the gun, here's Stafford. And his throw here's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
Set.
2nd and 10, Stafford again. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Samson Ebukam. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. Out of the gun, Stafford. And the pressure gets to him again. Aaron Donald. He's the one to get him this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. This will be taken at the 10. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. C.J. Anderson in the game. He gets it here. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
And that's the big fella's M.O. right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Merlin! Go, 12, go!
Gurley again here on first down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. 1st and 10 at the 19. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this.
DC! Two! Starting left here.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now they'll pitch it back to Gurley. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. On the toss, it's Gurley. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Here we go. Super 66.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try the air now with Goff. His pass caught at the 4. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now Goff. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Brandon Cooks, as the first half is winding down. And the Rams are in for 6. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Zerline out now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Throwing deep for Galladay. It's caught inside the 25. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it.
22.
The final shot before the break, Stanford. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Jones in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Prater for the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And the Rams now coming out on the field. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And Cooks has it over the middle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, a 22. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
Black 20. 2. Hey, 5.
A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Devon Kennard in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down.
Yo, 76. 11. Go. 4 now.
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Christian Jones the one who picked it, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. And by the way, I need to pass along a reminder that our ladder for the Madden Challenge Tournament is still open in MUT Drafts until February 11th, and the prize pool for the Madden Challenge, folks, $190,000.
And who wouldn't want to participate in something where you could get a piece of $190,000?
That's what I'm wondering.
Get in, get it done. Let's have some fun.
Throw left side, taken in by Galladay. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play action here on 1st down. And Jones has it over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he's got this one down to the 10. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. Being chased out left. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. On the move to his left. The LA defense up the snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the 1st half. Incomplete. Now incomplete here with the 1st target of the 2nd half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. can run for it, and he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Matthew Stafford keeping it himself from 8 yards out. And the Lions have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead is now 21-14. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And now running right through it. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And the Rams getting set to go now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves him with 14 yards still to go on third down. Out of the gun. Goff. Looking this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grover Quinn. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Woods, the intended receiver. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised. But that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. Dumping it off for Johnson. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Stafford. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. T.J. Jones, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Prater for the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And in fact, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Here we go, fellas, here we go.
Another carry now for Gurley. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Oftentimes when a guy has a game like this, he's going to take his offensive line out to dinner afterwards. But after a play like that, he may tell him, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we might have to go for the hot dogs.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Nevin Lawson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 18. They begin the drive with Johnson, and he'll find some space up to about the 25. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
The Lions on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Samson Ebukam in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation.
32.
Operating from the gun, Stafford. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. John Johnson with the INT. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
After the interception, here's Goff. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Third and long. It's Goff. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Nevin Lawson with a pick, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. Only a couple there, so he'll be brought down about the 28. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a first down throw. Stafford. Throwing deep for Galladay. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Akeem Talib. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. A good pickup there, a 22. First down now, but that clock rolling.
76, kill him. 76. 76.
Goff on first down. And that's complete to Cooks. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Louis.
Now a first down throw. Goff. And he will find his man on the outside. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
12.
Now Goff on first down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the 2014 NFL interception leader, Glover Quinn. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Again, it's Johnson. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. As they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. The Lions on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Now it's Stafford. And he locates Luke Wilson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Stafford now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Johnson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. They go to Johnson again. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a